Hello!
Look, it's a different sofa and weird lighting, because I have gone to somebody else's house in order to take advantage of their Aliens action figure collection. You know Alien and Aliens and are a fan of the films, or at least you were until fucking Prometheus. Anyway, back in 1992, the toy company Kenner released a load of figures apparently based on the movie Aliens that, well, they were marketed towards children, and the designs were interesting. The reason being, actually, it was to tie in with a TV series, a cartoon based on aliens called something like Operation Aliens, where every week they'd go to a new planet and kill a new alien queen and eat whatever fast food was tied in with the advertising at the time. But said cartoon never panned out. It is a pretty weird idea if you think about it, a cartoon series based on an incredibly violent adult film. Anyway, that didn't pan out, but they'd made all the moulds for the toys. They made them all anyway, pretended they were to do with the movie. And I do mean pretence, because, well, the tie-ins are loose at best. Look, everyone, it's Ellen Ripley, or in fact, Sigourney Weaver's granddaughter by the looks of it, a lot younger than Ripley was in the film and carrying a much bigger gun. And having a nice scarf. Looks a bit like a Jurassic Park-based archaeologist of some type, with a lot of product in her hair. Although, actually, there's quite a lot of bullets around her, which probably wouldn't have happened in Jurassic Park. But don't worry, because we're getting more Space Marine-y with good old Corporal Hicks. And his arm grab thing. And his giant rocket launcher, of course. I tell you what, this looks more like a cheap rip-off G.I. Joe figure than I thought feasible. Hicks, nothing like it. Most generic face ever. Get down there, you're disappointing me. How about something more interesting along the lines of Sergeant Apone? Well, he's vaguely recognisable, apart from his arm brace, I'll bet that hurt. And of course his sleeveless No Bugs t-shirt, which I don't quite understand. I mean, we never thought he was particularly pro-bug. He doesn't really need to be wearing this t-shirt. Possibly he got it from a computer programmer. I don't know. He has, unfortunately, strapped his mobile phone to his head, which is going to, well, possibly cause brain cancer later. We haven't done the research. But yeah, not particularly looking like the one from the film, to say the least. Haven't shown you Bishop yet. Remember Bishop the android? Played by actor Lance Henriksen? Yeah, they've gone a bit sort of Robocop stroke Terminator on him, to say the least. Also, I broke his gun earlier. I feel terrible. The man who owns it is right next to me. I think he may stab me later. Anyway, as you've noticed, what the fuck? What were they thinking? Do they think this looked cool for the kids or something? But it's the action feature that really sets this one apart. Wait for it. There we go. Just what every boy wants. A denuded Lance Henriksen mannequin head running around on a pair of legs. That's probably someone's fetish somewhere. Anyway, that's all of the figures. Oh wait, no it isn't. We haven't shown you Drake yet. Real Duran Duran early 80s music video vibe on this fucker, with the world's longest gun. But it's the action feature on this one I enjoy the most. Wait for it. Yeah, you see that clicking as the gun firing? Actually, it's his spine snapping in multiple places, isn't it? There's no getting around that. I do love the face, though. He's a very angry man. Probably because he's just seen his hair in a mirror. You know, I said that was the last of the figures. I lied again. Welcome. Welcome to one of the figures they made up for the line. Attacks. Yes. How can I describe this? A cross between a power loader and a fancy dress alien suit. The idea is that this chap in here, can you see his face? There he is. Hello, I've got terrible sideburns. He would infiltrate the alien nests by dressing up like an alien and standing around and not convincing them because he doesn't smell like an alien, doesn't even fucking look like one. I mean, come on, lads. He's just put an alien hat on and a pair of stilts. He's not going to be fooling anybody, is he? But he has got a rocket launcher in his head, which absolutely amazes me. And also fires at random and scares me. Right, let's get on to some aliens themselves. Start off. Look, he looks like the ones from the film. I can live with that. He's drooling a bit, bless him. Possibly he's just been to the dentist or something. But yeah, that works nicely. In fact, that's quite a nice toy. It's got that sort of chunky feel to it that good toys have, but also looks a lot like the movie Aliens. Well done. There's also a button if you press it just in the base of his spine, and he violently explodes. which is a horrible medical condition. If you do suffer from that yourself, get it looked at as soon as possible. Man, he's got some bright red guts going on there. Bloody hell. Well, I don't think he's a smoker anyway. Now, it gets a little bit further away from the movie here. We now have the Queen alien. Look, it's got the extendable extra mouth that appears to be on a girder. Don't quite understand that one. It just looks like it's sicking it up. Get a minute. God almighty. I think we'll have to go to the walk-in centre. Yeah, but other than that, it's vaguely similar to the one from the movie. I mean, it's not that far off. It does have a weird button in its leg. I'm a bit worried to press this. Oh no, it just causes it to spin round and smack people with its tail and get really frickin' dizzy in the meantime. I'm going to try and angle the camera up a bit, actually. Ah, that's better, because they're getting taller now. Well, saying that, I'm now going to put in one that's short. Bull alien. Yep, they kind of ran out of ideas for aliens, and so they just started adding in half-animal things. Look, it's like a bull, and there's probably some Space Marine toreador somewhere who's going to get a load of clowns to stick spears in it, or however bullfighting works. I think I've got it confused with the rodeo, actually. Don't know what that does. Nothing. It's probably missing the part. Love the teeth, though. Look at that. Oh, man. He's got one of those water flossers, I reckon. Next up, Mantis alien. It is both a mantis and an alien. Can you see? Yep. I think this was just sitting in the drawing room, weren't they? What can we do? What is an animal that is scary? Mantis. Mantis alien. And here it is in all its slightly translucent green gory. I meant glory, but gory was quite a good Freudian slip. Or parapraxis, if you will. That's the action feature. Basically, it tosses salad. Brilliant. Next up, killer crab alien. Yeah, here's the thing. There are these creatures called crabs, and the thing about them is they don't look anything like this, and neither do the aliens, really, other than the head. It's got sort of claws on the front, but it's got these weird insect-like legs. It's got a face on a giant tail, which again is not generally a feature of crabs I have encountered in my life, and it fires facehuggers missiles out of its chest, you know, just like didn't ever happen in the films. Rhino alien. Oh, snake alien. Now we're talking. Oh wait, it's not articulated at all. Somebody had a disappointing Christmas. It has got quite a nice action feature, actually, if we watch this. Well, when I say nice action feature, I mean more slightly dull and pointless, but it is quite intricate in its way. Also, I don't know how it's really alive. It doesn't seem to have enough room for internal organs to support that giant head. It's just like a spine. Spine alien. There we are, that sounds slightly better, actually. Next up, it is the Panther alien, although this is a repaint and is technically apparently the night cougar alien. That has different connotations now, let's not even go there, sister. So yeah, it's like half cat, half alien. It kind of looks the part, mostly because of the stance they've got in, I think. My favourite thing, though, is move the legs forward, and nothing happens, no. Oh, bugger. And a missile basically pings off the wall and destroys everything in the house. That seems to be a common feature of these, actually. Right, time for another figure, because I'd forgotten about this one, because it's still on card. Welcome to Space Marine O'Malley. Yep, somebody decided that the figures hadn't been quite racist enough yet, so they decided to bring in the world's most stereotypical Irishman. He's even got ginger hair and a raised eyebrow, look. Oh, top of the morning to you. 'Tis a bug hunt, so it is. Comes with a fence? What the hell? Right, so the idea is, his weapon is apparently an extending yellow thing which he uses to prod aliens from a medium distance. Was this just the cheapest action feature they could come up with or something? It makes no sense whatsoever. Bloody hell. Oh, begorra, they're coming out of the feckin' walls. Right, what else do we have? Oh my god, it hasn't ended yet. Apparently, there is now a facehugger queen. Because, you know, the normal queen wasn't enough, so now there's a big facehugger with like a tail that looks broken, but is apparently supposed to be like that. And it's quite spidery and unpleasant, but other than that, I don't really think anyone's going to be particularly interested when the power loader comes and destroys it. Hooray! This was a toy that basically had to be made. I wonder if they made the entire line just to make this fucker. Unfortunately, it has a big gun on the top, which is a bit disappointing. You can sort of hide it round the back. But other than that, vaguely similar to the one from the film that we know and love. But the best bit... oh yes. Sorry, I'm amusing myself far too much. I love gripping claws in toys, and this has two. What more do you want from life? Well, how about a flying alien queen? That's certainly what I want from life, and here it is, flying in as we speak. Wing action. In case you're scared that wasn't amazing CGI, I was holding it in my hand. The head is quite veiny, and ooh, let's stop there because that sounds like I'm being rude. But yes, it's sort of semi-translucent, has flapping wings, looks kind of ridiculous, but it's the arms that really make this one for me, with its special piano-playing honky-tonk action. It just... come on, lads. You don't have little spindly arms on something that's supposed to be big and frightening and impressive. It just looks bloody ridiculous.
Hello. Yeah, I've been practicing on my keyboard.
Ah, dear. But the Queen cannot hold a candle to... bang. That was an action shot. Gorilla alien. Yep, it's got big arms, little legs, a tail with a hand on it, as all gorillas do. And here's my favourite thing. Water squirting head. You know, like gorillas are known to do. You squeeze their heads, they squirt water. Seriously, go to the zoo and try it. The people who work there won't mind. It can also exaggerate the size of fish it has caught. It was this big. This big. Oh, my giddy aunt. Well, there we are. That be figures from Aliens. Did any of you ever get these in your Christmas stockings? What lucky boys and girls you were, if so. And as a little stinger at the end of the video, it's the Stinger vehicle that the Marines go into battle with huge rocket launchers to destroy aliens and guns to shoot at them with, and a hook to try and capture them alive. Have you not learned your lesson yet, lads? Half the problems in the films come because you're always trying to capture one alive, and you're not going to do it with a hook on a stick. Deary me. I'll tell you what I've also got to show you. This collector's card that comes with the Bishop figure. Where, well, in the days before Photoshop, there was airbrushing, and they've decided to try and add this onto the poor actor, Lance Henriksen, and haven't even bothered removing his hair, so it makes no sense whatsoever. Aliens.